It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Yovani Gallardo gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, in his last start, ended up taking the loss. Didn't go deep, only threw 5 innings, so hopefully he can get into the 7th or 8th in this one.
D. Gordon strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Seattle, center fielder, number 42.
Robinson Cano will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Denard Span will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
Gallardo pauses. First pitch on the way. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And, Eric, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, and it's painfully obvious to say, but if they can't score any runs, their woes are just going to continue. They were shut out in the loss yesterday, so what they really need is to put a few runs on the board early on and let their pitchers work with the lead for once.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
All even now, 2-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. 3 runs already home here. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. But they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already. And that last one was smoked.
Chris Herman is into the box looking to keep this first inning rally rolling.
Well, Matt, nothing better than adding on after a huge hit.
Alex Claudio will go to work much earlier than anticipated here, as he'll try and sort this mess out in the very first inning. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Don't want to forget about him. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robbie Cano as this game moves along. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
D. Gordon will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
On the ground up the middle. Cabrera's there. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Mike Leake gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he just did not have a real good season last year. He had 16 losses. Not all of those are his fault or real indicative of the way he pitched. He'd sure like to throw a lot better than he did.
We'll move forward now to the bottom of inning number 2. Adrian Beltre will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They come in hoping not to fall too deep into an early season hole as they're just 1-5 to start the new campaign.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, we might see a couple of double takes from hitters on pitches down at the knees, maybe even below the zone. Sometimes he tends to reward guys that work down.
Leake pauses. Here's the 3-1. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Line hard toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home, and the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here.
I gotta tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count, it really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just gonna go up hacking, and he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Rougned Odor now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Hit hard toward the right side. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Batting 8th, catcher
Juan Centeno will stand in. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award at that position.
Delino DeShields is at the plate as he takes a called strike one.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the... Kyle Seager will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Gene Segura strides forward with the bases juiced now, and a big hit here could really put this one out of reach early on.
Hey, and you ever heard the term smell blood?
Your
That
attention,
means you have
please.
to be like a shark
Now
and attack
pitching for
when the
the
other guy's
Rangers,
bleeding. It's
number
a great chance
42.
for them to take a commanding lead right now.
Tim Lincecum is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Looking to minimize the damage here. And Lincecum able to jump ahead with the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Number 42 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Stepping in, Adrian Beltre. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Adrian Beltre.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Up next for the Rangers.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Ronald Guzman stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Now this needs to be a strike here on 2-2, because if not, now all of a sudden the runners are off with the next pitch.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he will score on a close play at the plate, and that'll make it a little more interesting now. It's 6-5.
Second RBI of the game for him right there, but more importantly, narrows his deficit down to 1.
Rupnadodor steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Line to the right side. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. So it's Kyle Lewis is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Number 42 stands in. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
That's a dangerous but well-placed pitch there. Most power hitters are tempted by pitches up in the zone, but that one was so far enough up that he wouldn't have been able to do much with it.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Lewis on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. And with one away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42, as his legacy lives on to this day. Into the box now, Adrian Beltre. He drew a walk his first time up. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Shot towards second, and he makes a great diving stop for the out.
Now
boy, when you're trying to protect a one-run lead late in the ball game, it's so nice to have defense out there behind you. Look at the play here as he lays out to take this hit away. That could wind up being a game saver right there.
Into the box, Ronald Guzman, and a foul tip held onto here at strike one. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to. The great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Rangers set down. A nice look there at the Dallas skyline as we're back with baseball from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is DeShields. 1 away.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Number 42 will dig in now. 2 hits in 4 at-bats thus far tonight. First delivery to him on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high as he misses again here, and it's 3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he gets the call there, 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. On the ground near home, Centeno is up with it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Edwin Diaz is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 42, Edwin Diaz.
Striding in to start the ninth, Rougned Odor, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. turned on down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Odor is retired, and there's one away.
Up next for the Rangers, catcher.
Digging in to try it again. Juan Centeno. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Willie Calhoun will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
42, Willie Calhoun.
Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and now just one out away from wrapping up this one. And that would certainly be a good way to start the series if they could take game 1 on the road.
Digging in and looking for more, Delino DeShields. He singled his last time up. Drew Robinson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
42, Drew Robinson.
Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. The win would be Mike Leaks if our current score holds up. Fastball close, but he didn't get it 2-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Hit down the line at first. Healy scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a nice win here for these guys. And now I think, EK, you better hurry up and get to a computer so you can get your taxes in by midnight.
And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?